Morning everybody, today is Saturday, December 2nd. I'm coming at you from Asakusa. So right now I'm actually at the Sumnida side park. So you actually get a nice view of the Tokyo Sky Tree and plus the Sumnida River. So here we have is the Tokyo Sky Tree. And here is a Tokyo Cruise. I believe it's a cafe slash restaurant as well, so you can eat and then go on the Sumnida River. And then currently we're at Sumnida Side Park. So I already been to Asakusa once, but today we're actually gonna come here to eat at a bunch of street food locations and also some of the restaurants and cafes around here. So let's go. Okay, the first place we're gonna head to is Real Italian Gelato in Asakusa. So they have large cone here, large cup, or you can get a small cone here and small cup. 2 flavors, or if you want the large, it's 1 to 3. So they have unique flavors here. They have taro, sesame, sweet potato. They even have tofu. Roasted tea, chestnut, apricot, kiwi fruit, black currant, mango. Let's see, here's some more normal flavors if you're into normal flavors. They have cream cheese and Japanese sake. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so the 2 ice cream flavors that I got are sake, which is the white one, and the apricot, which is the orange one. Trying to think about how I'm gonna eat this since I have to hold my camera and also eat my ice cream, but we're gonna do a taste. I guess I'll eat it like an ice cream cone. Pretty much like an ice cream cone itself. Apricot's like a sorbet. Not too sweet, not too icy. The sorbet is really good. I'm gonna try the sake next. Quite curious of this. It's kind of like a milk ice cream, I think. Oh, the sake one's good. Oh, the sake one's really good. It's a little bit creamy, probably because of the rice used to make the sake and everything, and the grains used to make the sake, but it's really good. But for the most part, this place is a really good gelato spot. Definitely come here. Alright, now we're outside the Sensoji Temple area, so let's go get some street food. So this place changed quite a little bit from the last time when we came here. So now they have these red and white branches up top. And I think they also have more signs as well. Alright, the next place we're going to is KIBI DANGO. So they have quite a bit of a line here for their dango. Alright, so we're in front of KIBI DANGO. And it's where they're making rice cakes. So the rice cakes are coated in a type of flour. So this shop also makes AMAZAKE, which is like a sweetened fermented rice drink. Alright, here's our AMAZAKE, which is our sweetened fermented rice drink. And then here's our KIBI DANGO. So they give us 5. But it's gonna be pretty messy in order to take it out. But what this dango is, it's like a mochi. So it's like a rice cake, but it's coated with soybean flour. So here's our KIBI DANGO, coated with soybean flour. So it's like a rice cake inside and soybean flour on the outside. Alright, we're gonna take a bite into our KIBI DANGO now. It's chewy, slightly sweet, and then the soybean flour, really sweet, goes really well with it. But we're gonna try it with the AMAZAKE, which is our fermented rice drink. Kind of tastes kind of like a subtle sake, but it's thicker than sake because you can definitely taste the fermented rice grains in here. So they have 4 different kinds. We're gonna probably get number 2. Konnichiwa, number 2. So what he's gonna do is get the rice cracker and then he's gonna coat it in this salty and wet sauce. Arigato. Please do not throw this plastic bag on the road and don't touch the items at other store with soy sauce on your hands. Nice. So here's my freshly roasted salty wet senbei rice cracker. Quite curious to how this will taste. I've never had a roasted rice cracker before. Ooh, it's really salty. A little bit too salty for me. It's a little bit too salty for me. Like, it's dipped in a super salty soy sauce, and then rice cracker just tastes like a roasted hot rice cracker. It's a little bit smoky, which is pretty good, but the salt taste just overpowers this rice cracker for me. On the outskirts of the temple, they have a whole bunch of shops set up as well. So probably I would plan on staying the whole day in Asakusa. You could probably make this a whole day trip, seeing how the perimeter is actually fairly quite large. Here we have a shop that sells assorted variety of dango. So it looks like this dango place is quite famous. On this wall right here, they have a whole bunch of autographs from people. Hello. Can I get one? One? 110. And one.
220.
Oh, so they have also, this looks like it's covered with chocolate and sprinkles for the dango. So here on the right we have our hanami dango, and on the left we have the mitarashi dango. So I'm assuming the one on the left is like a soy sauce glaze, and on the right is just like a sweetened rice cake. Alright, so we're gonna try our dango. Dango is very good, soft, chewy, subtle sweetness. It's not too sweet at all, but this dango is really good. I've had mitsuwa before and it's not as good probably because this is made like on the spot and it's fresh. Now I'm gonna try the mitarashi dango. So this mitarashi dango has been like roasted or toasted on the outside, so it has this like crispy crust on the outside, super soft texture on the inside, and then the sweet soy sauce is actually really good. If you're on the main street of Nakamise Shopping Street and facing Sensoji Temple, if you go to the left, you should see a sign that has a 7-Eleven branding icon and also a sign that leads towards Kagetsudo Bakery. You should be able to see an alleyway that's super narrow and thin, but don't be afraid unless you're super claustrophobic. But if you head down this alleyway, you're gonna find this amazing bakery here. Oh my god, and this must be the line for the melon bread. So we're waiting in line for kagetsudo for the melon bread. But it looks like across the street from us, all the way up there is actually an amusement park in Asakusa. So they have a nice pinwheel wall here so you can take pictures while you're chilling in line. So this must be all the celebrities from various TV shows that visit this location. This must be really famous. Let's see, they have their ice cream sweetbread. They have two, vanilla and green tea. Not only are they famous for their melon bread, but they have a whole bunch of kakiguri here. And they have a lot of unique flavors like rose, sweet potato, grape, soft serve flavors that you would normally never have. Ume, yuzu. Oh. Kinda wanna try more than one thing here. Oh, here's our melon bread, green tea, ice cream from Kagetsudo. This thing is pretty huge. Alright, we're gonna take a bite into this huge melon bread. It's like as big as my face. Pretty freaking huge. Bread's really good. Super flaky on the outside, soft on the inside. You can taste a slight hint of melon. Plus the green tea ice cream goes really well with it. So the restaurant that we're at is Kaketsudo. So they have a line here. Bye. They have a line here all the way to the back that we waited through. But it moves fairly fast. It's about only 10-minute wait for this entire line to pass through. Not too bad. Ooh, he's very nice. But what we're gonna do now is take the path back. Here's the hidden path. I'll let him go first. Okay, let's go through the hidden path. Oh, I hit the jackpot. So there's actually a bunch of street vendors here all along the street on the side of the temple. Ooh, so here they have various meats that you can get and they'll cook it and you get free toppings. Let's see. So they have pork and beef. Can I get pork? One.
Sauce, barbecue sauce.
Salt. Oh, this kind of reminds me of Myeongdong, except they didn't torch it. So they actually have a grill here. Arigato. Okay. So they have toppings here: mustard, wasabi, sesame, nori, red ginger, and leek. So I'm gonna just pile this on. So here's my pork skewer with all the toppings. So I put leeks, nori, wasabi, togarashi powder, which is like a red pepper. There's also pickled radish in here as well, and then sesame seeds. Alright, we're gonna take a bite of the skewer. So it's definitely coated in pork belly. And then I didn't expect there to be tons of rice in the inside. But with all the toppings and everything, it's actually really good. But I don't think it's actually worth the 600 yen. I think you can go elsewhere and eat something better. But for the most part, at least it tastes good. Although I didn't eat at all these food stalls, there's a huge variety of things that you can get here. Such as chocolate bananas, okonomiyaki with yakisoba inside of it, sweet potato fries, karage, baby castellas, different types of takoyaki, even hand-carved wooden sculptures as well. There's pretty much something for everyone here. Okay, so today's a little bit different seeing how it's Saturday, but right now they're having an exhibition out here outside Sensoji Temple. So the current exhibition is, I'm reading it off the board right now, it's for Fukushima Prefecture and Adachi Prefecture. So they have like local goods from the area. So they have various dishes here: skewered beef skirt, skewered duck, bacon, sausage. Can I try skewered duck? Duck. One. Arigato. So they're grilling our skewered duck. Here's our duck skewer from Adachi Prefecture. This looks really good. You can see like how juicy this duck is, how fatty it is. You can also see the oil glisten. It looks awesome. Alright, we're gonna take a bite into this juicy duck. The duck's really good. The meat's super tender, smoky, rich. The fat is juicy. Oh, so good. So we're gonna get some juicy fried pork and onion cutlets. This sounds so good. Let's order one. You get one? Arigato. Thank you. So here's our tokatsu cutlet. Onions made from Otama village. That looks really good. Alright, we're gonna take a bite into this cutlet. Oh, looks so good. It's like as tall as my head. So look at the inside of this cutlet. Super crispy outside. On the inside is like lean pork. And then you also taste the onions as well. Really good. I love markets like this because you get really excellent food, and plus, like, especially since they're focusing on different prefectures, they definitely are bringing their best because they want to advertise to people saying like, hey, come here to Adachi, come here to Fukushima because we got some legit stuff. But we're gonna see what else we can eat around here. There's actually a lot of shops here, so I may actually just blow all my cash here. So I already know that I had AMAZAKE here, but since this one they're actually making it on the spot, it sounds really good. Since they're definitely making the AMAZAKE here, I definitely want to try and compare it to KIBI DANGO. Plus I've been impressed by everything I ate so far from these two prefectures. Hello. One.
Hi.
So they're making AMAZAKE here. Arigato.
Hi, arigatou gozaimashita.
So this is our AMAZAKE. It's super thick here. You can actually see all the rice grains compared to KIBI DANGO. Definitely a lot better than what I had from KIBI DANGO earlier. This one's much more thicker, sweeter. Oh, it's warm too. Hits the spot right now after eating a couple things from the prefecture. So we're gonna get some MINCHI KATSU, so minced pork cutlet. One. Here we have is our MINCHI pork katsu. So this is basically a fried cutlet, except the pork is minced instead of being a whole lean piece. Alright, we're gonna take a bite into our MINCHI katsu. So it's pretty hot. It's really good. So soft and then flaky at the same time. Very impressive. Inside of this you get like a whole bunch of pork flavors, but there's also a variety of vegetables. I don't know how to describe it, but like it reminds me of the pastries that you can get at Chinese bakeries. It's kind of like a taro yam ball that has pork in it. This is what it reminds me of. It's very good. Our next place on the list is Suzukian. So they're very well known for their matcha. So let's go in. So this is the inside of their shop. Looks like they have a lot of autographs here too. This place is well known, especially for their matcha and green tea ice cream. Like if you see on the menu, there's 7 different kinds, and I'm probably gonna have to get number 7 for sure. And I'm probably gonna have to get a double scoop while I'm here. I don't know what my second flavor will be, but all of them look so good. Here's our premium number 7 dark matcha ice cream. Also on the bottoms are brown rice flavor as well. Oh, this one looks so dark and rich. Alright, we're gonna take a look into this. Definitely this is the deepest, darkest, richest matcha flavor I ever had. It's so strong. Immediately once you take a bite, it overwhelms all your senses and all your tastes. Like the aroma goes through your nose instantly. Definitely for any matcha fan, this is a place to go visit. Alright, so I made it to our brown rice flavored ice cream flavor. That matcha one definitely super rich. But we're gonna take a bite of the brown rice one now. I already scooped like a little bit so I can put this in my mouth. Oh, the flavors of the brown tea definitely overwhelms you too, just like the green tea. So like the aroma goes through your nose, the taste as well. But definitely for any tea lover or gelato ice cream fanatics, definitely this is a must place visit to visit. Like the flavors here are really good, and then they're really strong too. The shop also sells stuff to make tea as well. Pretty much a one-stop shop for everything tea related. Asakusa is one of my favorite spots to visit at in Tokyo. There are tons of things to do here, lots of things to see, and definitely a lot of delicious things to eat. You can spend about 2 or 3 days here exploring Asakusa, and you probably won't be able to see everything, but I definitely recommend anyone visiting Tokyo to visit here. It's awesome.